Hello, my name is Blagoje and welcome back to my channel. In this video I would like to show you maybe the better way on how you can create fabrication file for your PCB needs when you are using KiCad and when you want to develop your PCB with JLCPCBs. I already created one video on this topic that is I think a good video. But in this video you are basically doing everything manually. And now I think there is a better way. So currently I'm developing some smart switch that is based around ESP32C2 and has a bunch of other components, as you can see here. But when the time came that I need to export fabrication files, I found one interesting KiCad plugin, and the plugin is called Fabrication Toolkit. Basically, with a simple click, all of your work is done. Production folder was generated inside project folder, and here we have everything that we need. And I will quickly demonstrate that by going to JLCPCB, requesting instant quote. By simply dragging only one gerber zip file here, we have everything that we need. So we have everything set correctly. If you want to play around with the color and let free, you can, but basically if you want only PCB, your job is done by simply clicking on this toolkit. In my case, in which I would like to have the PCB assembly, I need to do a couple of more steps. Here I will set the standard, and I would just like to populate bottom side and click confirm. Now JLCPCB is giving me the bottom side. I will click just next, and now if we just upload the BOM by selecting add BOM, selecting BOM, open, and component placement file, which is positioned here, and click process BOM, we can see that our BOM is populated correctly. We have here some connector that is not even set as part, so that can be skipped. Click on next, do not place, and this is pretty much it. Here we have the same problem as in the manual generation of these files, and that is that some components are rotated incorrectly. So you will need to go over these components and just double check which component is placed correctly and which one isn't. And then by simply going to the position CSV file, open with your favorite text editor, and you just need to change rotation aspect of that component in order to place it correctly. So now we can see, for example, that our component U5 isn't rotated correctly, and we need to move this 90 degrees clockwise. Again, Q1 also. So we basically need to go over each component here and just double check is orientation correct. We have this purple dot which indicates the first pin of that component, so we need to map this to the first pin of our footprint, which can be checked in PCB editor. So for example, if we are checking for Q2, we can see that our first pin is the bottom left one. And now we can go here and see that we need actually to rotate this 180 degrees in order to map the pin of the component with the first pin of the footprint. But this is I think this is the problem with custom footprints and custom models, so I don't think that this is a problem with KiCad or JLCPCBs. You just need to be careful when you are doing something like this in order for your components to be placed correctly. But I think that this Fabrication Toolkit is a very good tool that is streamlining the process of creating fabrication file for PCBs, and you can get it very easily by simply going to your main KiCad window, going to Tools and Plugins. Inside Plugin Manager you have a bunch of, I think, great stuff, but we are searching for Fabrication Toolkit. And basically by simple install or update, in my case because I already have it, you have this great automatization of process that will create fabrication file for your PCB that is accepted by JLCPCBs. Of course, in addition to all of this, you need to do a couple of things, as you did inside when you were doing the manual process, and that is, you need to place origin, and you need to add inside your schematic for each component we need to add one reference field to our JLCPCB parts, and this is done in this way. When you have this, everything else is done automatically, and you can enjoy in creating beautiful PCB designs with fun functionality. That is it for this video. See you in the next one.